What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I want to give you another YouTube tip because I know a lot of you guys want to be YouTubers, and I think this might be helpful in a way. Now, a couple weeks ago, I made a video talking about copyright claims, content claims, copyright strikes, all that good stuff. If you want to read up on that, get some information on that part of the YouTube side, I will link in the description below. But today we're going to be discussing how to grow on YouTube, because that's a question we get all the time. It's like, Rhymestyle, I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. I have 5 subs. What am I doing wrong? Now, every time I get a comment that says, hey, check me out, or, you know, why can't I grow, whatever, I do tend to go to their channel to see what they've been doing and see if I can give them some kind of tip. And 99.9% of the time, when I go to their channel, I see they have like 3 videos. It's like, so, okay, you've been on YouTube for 3 years and you have 3 videos. You might want to be more active. So the first tip I always give people is stay active. Develop a schedule, stay consistent, and once like people realize that you're uploading content every single day, they will come to your channel and they will eventually, over time, subscribe. Now, even in my videos, everybody who watches my videos is not necessarily subscribed. I see the analytics in the back, and there's a lot more people who watch my videos but aren't subscribed that I still have to basically earn to be a subscriber. So it's like, even I have a long way to go, and I've been active for a good, actually almost 2 years now. When I went full-time. I went full-time officially back in 2014 in January, right when Battle Z came out, and after that day, I never missed a day. I upload every single day, 2 videos a day at least. If there's breaking news, it might be 3 or 4, depending on what's coming out. And I have never broken my schedule. I've always been on it every day at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. PST time, which is California time. And a lot of people have realized that that's my schedule, and from there, people come to my videos every single day at those times. That's just me, though. Now, for you, what might work best for me might not work best for you. Maybe you want to upload once a week. Maybe you want to upload once or twice every couple days or so. It's up to you. But you have to first develop a schedule, a consistent one, and always be active. So make sure you are active there. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is actual quality of the content. Because a lot of times people will jump into YouTube too prematurely. So, for example, if you don't have, here's a good example. I always get questions that are like, hey, Rhymestyle, I want to start a Let's Play next week, but I don't have a microphone or I don't have a capture card, so I'm just going to start recording right now using a cell phone camera like this, and I will talk into the mic like this. Don't do that. Do not do that. Wait till you perfect your material. Get a capture card. Oh, that's not a capture card. I thought it was a capture card. It was actually just one of these PSTV boxes. Get a capture card, get some equipment. It's expensive, it's a little bit expensive, but you have to kind of invest in what you're going to do, because if you want to be really active on YouTube and really put out content that people want to see, you got to make sure it looks good. So you got to get like a good microphone. One I always recommend is the Blue Yeti. Yeah, the Blue Yeti. It's called the Blue Yeti. It's very cheap. I think it's like $90. It's kind of like the starter pack microphone for YouTube. It's you just plug into your computer and bam, you got nice audio quality. As far as capturing your content, what I use for the PS4 and PS3 is an Elgato HD60. It's really great. Actually, in fact, they make it a lot easier than ever before. You literally click play or record, and it gets your voice and everything all in one. And then if you want to do face cam, whatever, you can record face cam with something else and kind of tack it in there, whatever. But essentially what I'm trying to say here is, don't be a YouTuber until you're ready to be a YouTuber. And something I'm going to tell you is the first time you get on YouTube, you're going to be really awkward, like, oh, hello, today I am playing Super Mario, and we're going to go jump. Awkward silence. The first time you get a microphone, it's going to be very, very awkward. You just don't feel right. Now with me, before I got onto YouTube, I was a podcaster that I'd done for like a good year or so before the provider that I was using went out of business, so I lost my podcast completely. So I kind of had experience in talking to a microphone, and even though still, my early videos, I sounded really, really awkward and uncomfortable in talking to the microphone, especially when I was doing stuff with friends. So you just kind of have to like get used to talking to yourself, screaming to the mic right now, or screaming to the camera, and just kind of develop that ability. It takes some time, but essentially when you feel like it's right, like, okay, I can do this now, I feel like I'm confident, I can jump into this microphone and scream without being worried about who's around me or like disturbing people, or just when you feel like it's right, you feel like yourself, then start a YouTube channel. So perfect that first, develop a schedule, and be consistent, and that's the best way to do it. Now the next tip I'm going to talk about is collaborations. Now, in the YouTube community, a lot of people assume that if you do one video with a big YouTuber, you blow up. I can't tell you how many times I get videos, or not videos, but comments and tweets and Instagram posts and everything. It's like, Rhymestyle, let's make videos together. I've talked about this before, but that's not how you, number one, approach a YouTuber. And two, just because you do a YouTuber with a big subscriber base does not mean your channel will blow up. Now, granted, there are people in the past who work with other YouTubers who've gotten a big boost, but that's usually because they have great content. I mean, I've worked with a lot of people in the YouTube community so far, and some have exploded, some have just stayed the same. And all it just comes down to the content and the consistency and just basically the material you put out. The big tip, or I guess the best tip I can give you, is stay original. Now, in the Dragon Ball Z community, it's really tough to break into that right now, because at this point, everybody now that's already doing something is already doing something, and anybody else that jumps in essentially does the same thing. It's like, okay, so you want to do reviews? That's great. Your reviews are only going to reach so many people, because everybody else kind of has like a set audience of people that they already watch. Or you do gameplays, well, there's already a community of people who do gameplays. Or you want to do theories, well, Kwame's been doing theories for a long time. So essentially, if you jump into the community right now, in the Dragon Ball Z community specifically, you have to do something that's very different that will stand out. Something that will make you very much, I guess, stand out, like a spotlight on you. That's like, okay, this person is doing something different. A good example is Geekdom. Like, when Geekdom first popped in the scene, I think he was the fastest growing DBZ YouTuber out of anybody, and that's because he, when he jumped in, he had something new to provide, and that was his vast knowledge of Dragon Ball, his in-depth talk. Like, he actually had a really cool way to break into the community and provide something that was refreshing, something new, and that's why he blew up so fast. Now, Expert Games is a great example. Expert Games came into the scene kind of doing what people have already done in the past, but he's like centered his channel around it, and that's like his lists. And he does it really, really well. He's got a great voice, he edits it really well, and that's why Expert Games went from 0 to 100 real quick. Now, if you just jump in and try to do something that Geekdom does, or Expert Games does, or anybody else that's in the community, you're going to hit that wall where it's like, okay, I'm not growing that much. Why? Or is it because these guys already exist? Damn those guys. Well, again, people who are already doing it are just going to make it a little more harder for you to get noticed. So you have to jump in and do something different. So what I actually recommend is, if you want to get into the YouTube community, don't necessarily feel like you have to jump into what you're already watching. I mean, before I jumped into the anime Dragon Ball Z community, I was really into Call of Duty or watching Minecraft stuff. Like, it's like, just because you're watching something doesn't mean you have to do that, if that makes sense. Figure out what you like. What is it that you like? And just kind of make content around it. And just understand that there's going to be months and months where nobody watches. You will literally have to go through, like, literally just a long time where you're just seeing that like meter just say 1 or 2 likes per video, 10 views, 20 views. It takes a really long time to develop a presence, a channel, and if you quit, you'll never get to that point where it's like, okay, now I'm noticing something. Because what I've noticed is a lot of people who don't make it in YouTube is because they've quit. I mean, there's even people who took like a good year or two of just working hard before something happened. I think for me, let's see, let me give you a full breakdown. I started my YouTube channel in 2011, late 2011, right when Modern Warfare 3 came out. And I used to upload like videos maybe like 3 or 4 times a month, every like 4 or 5 days or so. So I wasn't very active, but I was kind of still active in a way where it's like, okay, I'll subscribe to this kid. And at the time when I did this, I just played random games. I played like old school games like on a Nintendo. I played Call of Duty. I played whatever game was out, Skyrim, stuff like that. And it wasn't until I found my community that I felt I was comfortable in, where I was like, okay, you know what? I know what to do. I know what I want to do, and I know what I'm going to do, which was obviously Dragon Ball. So kind of just play around what you're passionate around. And if the community doesn't exist, start one. You can literally go find a game tomorrow that's not even out yet and just, build a community around it. Again, it's going to take a long time, and you're going to go literally just weeks and weeks and weeks and maybe even months where nobody even knows you. But again, it's all about being consistent. That will get you from point A to point B. Now with me, to give you like my growth, from 2011 to 2014, January 2014, like right when Battle Z came out, I went from 0 to 5,000 subscribers. From 2014, when Battle Z came out, to today, that's how fast I've grown. I think I broke 100,000. Let's see, I had 40,000 by the time Xenoverse came out. No, by the time Xenoverse Beta came out, I was around 40K. And then once Xenoverse came out, I got to basically here. So it's basically just, you just have to be active, you have to be passionate about it, you have to be consistent, you have to have good quality, like actual quality, not like, just spam or whatever. You just have to figure out what feels right for you, get into it, and that's what's going to get you from point A to point B. Now remember, if you quit, you were never meant to do it, basically. So don't just do it because you feel like you have to do it. Do it because you want to do it, because you enjoy it, because you love the community. And from there, it's not even going to be really work. It's just going to be like, oh, okay, look at that. Now I have 1 billion subscribers, and this is freaking awesome. So that's probably the best tip I can give you about being a YouTuber and stuff like that. But yeah, so to kind of review everything I talked about, if I can remember, consistency, develop your, I guess, a schedule, and figure out what you want to do. And 3, Just kind of figure out how to build a community and work with that community to get from point A to point B. And remember, just because you want to do a video with a big YouTuber does not mean it's going to make your channel. You could very well do a video with a YouTuber tomorrow. You can do a video with PewDiePie tomorrow, and you'll get next to no subs. And the other thing also to say is, actually, it's probably the best tip I can give you as far as collaborations. Don't collaborate until you kind of built a brand for yourself. Because what's going to happen is, let's say you do a video with me. Everyone's like, oh, this is a cool new guy, I'm going to subscribe to him. But it doesn't necessarily mean the people who subscribe to will watch. It's like they came to you because they saw you from my video. So the best thing for you to do when you're starting up is to just build a name for yourself. Don't collaborate with anybody. Just kind of like build who you are first. And then once you've kind of established yourself and you work with people within your community, that's when people will notice more. I think I didn't do my first collab until I was around 5,000, 6,000 people. And actually, I even have friends who've done videos with bigger YouTubers, and now they get no views. And that's because, like, they have a lot of subs, but they get next to no views just because they've done videos with big YouTubers and people subscribe to them because they were told to. So work on building your brand first. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, everything you're building up is going to be for nothing in the end. So yeah. So that pretty much covers everything. If you have any other questions about how to be a YouTuber and all that good stuff, just drop your comment below. I know a lot of you guys want to know about monetization, joining networks, and all that good stuff. And if you want, I will talk about that next, but that depends if you want it. So leave a like rating below or a comment or something. Let me know that you want me to do more of these how to be a YouTuber videos, and I shall make it happen. But if not, I can do something else. Again, I kind of want to put out content that you guys want to see, and if you don't want to see this, then I'll do something else. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and we'll take them from there. So that's pretty much everything. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see all y'all Super Saiyans in the comment section below.